What's going on, everybody? How we doing today? Hope everyone is having a great Wednesday. I am. I know you guys are. A lot of people out there working today, making that money. So today is the final day as to how I got to year 11. So I left off at the end of year 5. Year 6, that winter, I got a call from Justin, my buddy. Justin used to live in the apartment complex where I was, so I knew him. He'd been living in North Dakota for about 7-8 years, and he said, man, I'm heading back. I said, dude, do you need a job? He said, absolutely. So that's how it began. Justin has always been a hard worker. Hold on a second, guys. There's all kinds of junk there. Sorry. Justin's always been a hard worker, and here he is pulling in. His girlfriend had a operation today, guys, on her teeth. So he's always been a hard worker, but Justin was totally green when we started this thing. And, man, didn't know anything. How to pull weed, how to wheelbarrow, nothing. So he's come a long way. We'll talk about it, and here he is. What's up, homie?
What's up?
How did the surgery go?
Well, they always say surgery is always successful. You never actually hear them say, yeah, today we had an unsuccessful surgery. Never. So yeah, she's a trooper, man. She's tough. So yeah, so good. So far, so good.
She home?
Yeah.
Resting?
Yeah. So
all right, good.
Out.
All right, guys, let's get to work, and then we'll be back with you. I got a lot to tell you, so don't want to waste time. Let's go. Alright guys, so what we're doing is we're going to clear this hill down in this little valley area, and then we're going to spray it. We do it once a year. It's time to do it, so I'll get back to you. So I'm going to show you guys my customer's land. Goes all the way 1.5 acres back up into here. That is a tree that we're going to have to fall one of these days. This is some of the wood we've gotten off of it right here, and take you over there and show you. Yeah, it's a pretty big tree. So all right, let's get back to year 6 through now. So I started Justin, it'd be 5 years ago this year. This is his 5th year. And, you know, he was very green. And it took a lot of, it did take some patience. Some things you run out of patience with. Look, I'm just going to be honest with you. If I show a guy 4 or 5 times and he can't get it, the 6th time I'm yelling. And that's the way it works. Because I've got to make money out here. Once you show someone how to trim for 2 or 3 weeks, they ought to be able to trim. And, you know, that's just the way it is. But let me tell you a good employee story that happened with none other than our mulch queen. I was letting him, I thought, you know, he deserves to have a truck to take home and come back to work with. And I let him use it for about 3 months, and it was July 3rd. There was fireworks at our local state park. So I called him up and I said, hey man, are you and your girlfriend coming out to the fireworks? Oh yeah, we're almost there. I said, cool, let's meet up and we'll meet you here. Okay. Lo and behold, doesn't he pull up in my pickup? And I said, hey, what the hell's going on, man? Oh, what do you mean? I said, that pickup does not drive for your leisure time. That pickup is for work. So that was the end of the experiment of letting somebody take the truck home and everything. I give everybody one chance for that, and that was the one chance. Anyway, you know, Justin worked about a half a year, 3/4 of the year, the first year. By the second year, I was teaching him the mulching, bed edging, things like that. I've tried to let him mow, oh gosh, 5 years now. I've let him mow several times, probably more than 100, and it's just not there. You know, you can't force something. What I found is that you find what your employee is good at, and that's what you put him on, because you're making the maximum amount of profit that way. You're not forcing him to do something he's not comfortable with. So turn it off. All right, Justin, you've been working for me 5 years. How bad is it?
It's not bad.
Tell them the truth.
It's horrible. It's not bad.
I don't yell as much as I used to, do I?
No. I mean, we have good days, we have bad days, just like everybody else in any line of work. Whoops.
How often do you forget?
Forget
things?
what? Yeah, forget what part?
What do you think you're best at?
When I can be creative, I mean, as far as even like edging, mulching, I'm a beast at that. I could do that all day, 24/7, 365.
How good are you at mowing?
I could be a lot better. I'd say maybe 6.5 out of 10.
I'm gonna go 4.5.
Ouch.
Trimming, I give you an 8.5.
Yeah.
Because you still get locked in a zone.
Yeah, and I tried to be too fine, and
yeah, way too much time spent on it.
yeah.
Guys, we'll be right back. Sorry guys, just picked up another job. Anyway, Justin, we have been through a lot. You were there when I had a 5x7 trailer. We did all of the work with one pickup. In fact, we did a lot of the work out of the bed of the pickup.
Mm-hmm.
One mower, one trimmer, a handheld blower. Remember, we worked how many years? Gosh, you worked 3 years without a backpack blower.
Yeah.
We did every leaf job with 2 handheld blowers.
Yeah, 'cause I think was 2018 is the first year we got the backpack.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm telling you guys, we've been through it all. What did you think when I bought the dump trailer?
I was like, man, this is going to be awesome. But of course, you know, the paranoid, I don't want to break anything part of me is like,
Tell them what you did. We got to tell them the time you stopped coming off the freeway ramp.
oh, okay, so.
This is under goofy employee stories.
Yeah. So, okay, so I was going to a job site, and so I've got a truck in the dump trailer, and it's going uphill, and all of a sudden the light turns red. I'm like, oh crap! And I'm going uphill, and I turned to the right, and I was like, you know what? I can't go any further because I'm almost in the middle of the intersection. What can I do? I look in the back. I don't see anybody behind me.
But you can't see behind the dump trailer, right?
So
what's the number 1 rule we never do?
Don't back up. Stay there. And guess what? I backed up really slowly, really slowly, really slowly. I was sitting here like, oh boy. And I look over, and there's a truck to my left And he's looking at me and looking back, and I'm like, this is not good. So I got out, and lo and behold, there was some lady in a car, and yep, I rubbed her. And
He did more than rubber. He smashed the front bumper.
well, what did it say in the movie? Rubbing's racing. Well,
You know,
I wasn't racing, but I
you
rubbed
don't back a dump trailer up if you can't see behind you. Especially not on an off-ramp.
it. Yep, going uphill. So
Goofy employee story.
yeah,
True story.
it happened.
Mulch queen.
I did it.
So guys, you know, I'm at year 11. A lot has changed, but there's still a lot that I need to do with billing, with contracts, with things like that. It's been a rough road, an awfully rough road. Justin is my 6th employee / helper that I've had. He's stuck here the longest. He does a great job at mulching. I mean, a phenomenal job at edging, hedge trimming, all of it. But I'll tell you, Sarah was a big part of my journey here. And man, year 6 and 7 were really hard because I was training him. Year 8, 9, and 10 have been really good. And this year, obviously, you know, COVID-19 hit. And this has been a tough year. But, man, there's a lot of people I want to thank. I want to thank my mom. She's no longer here with me. But she always encouraged me to go for things in life. Even though I only have a high school education, I'm not college educated. My dad always told me I couldn't do things and never really let me tinker on machinery or anything. So I really learned that still to this day at the age of 48. There's a lot more I want to learn, and I'm constantly trying to learn. It's not easy for me to give control away of my business. I've worked so hard to get where I am right now. I mean, I can't even imagine having to start over. So, there it is, man. 6 through 11 have not been as tough. 6 and 7 was tough teaching him, but from 8 through 11, it's been one of those things where when I go to buy a new mower and I know I'm getting 0% interest, or if I want to go buy a trimmer, I just go buy it. I still remember the times when I didn't have a trimmer, I didn't have a blower, I used a broom, and I just remember, for a lack of a better term, I remember being dirt poor, and I never forget it. And it's what gets me out of bed in the morning. It's what makes me continue not to want to give control to somebody else in my business, because nobody will care the way I do. And I believe it 110%. Everybody else can just say, oh, it happened. Oh, I don't know. Oh, well. I'm the one that has to deal with it. So we're going to get some more footage of something. We don't have a heck of a lot more to do out here today, but we'll find something and we'll be right back. All right, guys, before I forget, my small channel shout out, okay? I'm no big deal, but I understand that when you have over 1,000 subscribers and you shout somebody out, it helps. And so, guys, everybody that watches this video, I want you to know I appreciate you, but I also want you to go support these folks. And this guy has been really close to me, and he has taught me a lot. I appreciate him. My wife loves him to death. Deputy Cruz. Guys, please run over. Don't walk, run, but not with scissors in your hands, to Deputy Cruz and subscribe to the guy. Watch his videos. Leave him a comment. He's got a lot of experience. The next one I want to shout out is a personal friend, as well as Deputy is a personal friend. Garnes Lawn Care. Josh is just a great guy. His family's a great family. And that guy worked hard for every single thing he's got. You know what I respect most of anything is people that work hard and come from nothing. And that to me, almost that guy, sorry. That to me means more than anything. And Josh Garnes and Deputy Cruz are two guys that just embody that. Check them out, subscribe, show them some love. And also, I've gotten 30 push-ups today. The main thing. You know, Justin and I used to be really good friends. And unfortunately, this job takes a toll on that. I am the boss. I do write the check. And that got tested about 3 years ago. Sometimes friends tend to think, hey, I'm your employee, but I'm also your friend, so I can get away with certain things. Well, I learned real fast that if you let it go, it gets worse. And it did. Justin and I work together, but Justin and I do not associate outside of work. So when people say, hey, how's Justin doing? What's he doing tonight? What's happening with Justin? I don't know. Justin comes to work. He does his job. We go home, and Justin does what Justin does. Unfortunately, that's the way things had to be. I made that call myself, and you know, things have been a lot better as far as a work relationship since I did it. We don't hang out together, and we do our own thing, man. I have my life, Justin has his. Some people may think that's sad, but I think it's a lot better than the way it was. Let's get back to work. I'll see you in a minute. All right, guys, that is it for the day. Tired, worn out. We got quite a bit accomplished here today. Hey, I hope you guys have enjoyed part 3 of the series. Look, sometimes business costs friendships, and unfortunately that's what happened in the case here. But we do have a good working relationship, and that's what's most important, because I run a business first and foremost. So hey guys, as always, Dr. Real was in the house. Keep it real. I'll see you tomorrow for part 4. I'm out.